So I quickly wanted to mention this, but Pedro Pascal is our brand new Reed Richards. And normally, seeing Pedro Pascal in a movie excites me. He's a big Hispanic actor, and I don't care what anyone says, but I am biased when I see a Hispanic actor. I always wish for the best. I mean, I wish for the best for everyone, especially as a Christian. You should be loving of everyone and hope for everyone to be the best version of themselves. But Pedro Pascal in specific, he's Chileno. I'm very proud of him. I love what he's done in the movies. He was the best part of that awful Wonder Woman 84 movie. Then he was great in Mandalorian. Then he was great in Last of Us as Joel. I think he's had a lot of great roles. He's great, and it seems like he's being casted in nearly everything. I think every big franchise at this point, Star Wars, Last of Us, and now potentially Marvel. He's being cast in everything. And if you told me that he'd be in the MCU, I'd be like, oh great, I just want to know who it is. Now the reports right now are saying that he's going to be Reed Richards. And that rubs me a certain way because Jeff Schneider, I don't know his history. I don't know if he's reliable or not, but it seems like everyone's saying he is. One of the reasons why they casted Pedro Pascal in the role was because they fear that the cast was too white. And that's the part that really that upsets me. In 2023, we need to stop worrying about race. Race should be an afterthought. When you look at a person, you shouldn't be white, Asian, Hispanic, black, whatever. Just ignore it. It's one of those things sure, someone's black, but at the end of the day, who cares? That upset me. And then when I saw the cast, obviously the Fantastic Four, and I grew up with the Fantastic Four. The first ever comic I picked up was a Fantastic Four comic. I have a special love for the Fantastic Four. I want them to finally have a good movie because I haven't liked, obviously the first two versions of them that they had. But I really think it's a spit to the face to say this Hispanic actor is only getting casted because we fear that it's too white. Which I think is silly. I mean, Ben Grimm, I don't know who the actor for Ben Grimm is, but isn't Ben Grimm Jewish? You got your Jewish representation. And I think that, I used to avoid this. Everyone knows my history. I used to crap on Geeks and Gamers and all those. And while I think they're still sus, I think ultimately it seems like a lot of the Hollywood perspective of they care more about diversity than making good movies is starting to come true. Or not coming true. It's been true. You watch almost every movie, they always have to have a certain message to certain things, say certain things in certain ways. And to have this Hispanic actor who's great, he's talented, I'm sure you can find a Hispanic character to put him in or anything. And then to just lazily be like, oh, this iconic character who's white in nearly every version from the comics, movies, or whatever, and to just say, okay, let's try not to be too white, which I think is just really disrespectful. I mean, we have a lot of characters of different races and different backgrounds in the MCU. I mean, the Black Panther movie was majorly successful. Shang-Chi was majorly successful. You can make good movies with a good diverse cast, but the thing is, you can't prioritize that diversity, is at the end of the day, it just becomes lazy. And look, I'm someone who, when I see a Hispanic character, I'm proud of them. I love them, and I'm excited to see it. But when it becomes just this person's casted solely for diversity reasons, that's when I'm like, all right, that's disrespectful. At this point, you might as well just give the entire population of Mexico a green card if you want to be that diverse. Just bring them in and make them all Hollywood actors. Doesn't mean anything. Look, and not only that, but Pedro Pascal doesn't give me that Reed Richards vibe. Because Reed Richards is the world's smartest man. He's not just some small side character you ignore. He is one of the faces of the Marvel Universe. And you have to fit him right. If it was some small, nobody cares about character, sure, okay, let's move on. But this is a big player in the Marvel Universe. Reed Richards is not some small character that someone's just gonna forget. They're gonna be like, oh, Reed Richards, I've never heard of him. Nah, he's an icon with so much status. So, but still, I'm just gonna wish for the best. But it is incredibly lazy, and there's a lot of great Hispanic actors. Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega. Who's the guy who's in Cobra Kai and was Blue Beetle? I don't know, but I don't know. Just wish for the best. But yeah.